Hello friends, so I recently did a deck review or flip through of the Pulp Girls Tarot deck, which I'm absolutely loving at this stage. So yeah, let's just get into a pick a card and give it a whirl and see how we go. So no specific question here, just current energy check-in. So just ask yourself, when I put the cards up, which of these piles best resonates with my current energy? And good luck.
Okay, so today I have 4 piles for you to choose from. So if you take a big deep breath in for me and out, and sit for a moment and choose the pile that you feel most drawn to at this time. Ask yourself, which of these 4 piles best resonates with me and my current situation? Then go to the description box to find the timestamp for where your reading starts.
Hello, pile number ones. Welcome to your energy check-in. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. So I did get a song for you. The song that I got was You Gotta Be by Desiree. And it goes, you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. There was a part of the song that I was specifically drawn to, and that bit goes, herald what your mother said, read the books your father read, try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. And I feel like it's like, yeah, that part that's like, others take a different view was really jumping out. I feel like somebody's got some opinions around you or different morals, different values, and they don't necessarily align with yours. So let's have a look. I'm doing a Celtic spread again today. So I've got the cards laid out in front of me already. Let's get into it. So your overall energy is the Strength card in the reverse. Now, this is not being in your personal power. This is feeling a little bit weakened at this time. It could be perhaps that you are ill or you're just not feeling your best. You're not in your vibrant energy. So then this can come out, you know, when we're just feeling weak. We're not feeling at the top of our game here, right? So let me see what is clarifying that one for your current energy. 3 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, this is really interesting because this is a very confident energy, right? This is about ready to invest for something in the future. This is like whatever the dream is, whatever the goal is, whatever the desire is, you're ready. You're ready to, you know, put down a payment on a new home. You're ready to buy that new car. You're ready to invest in that business. You're ready to invest in yourself. So there's something here that you're ready to go. Like you're ready to go, which is interesting because with the Strength card in the reverse here, this would indicate to me that you're not feeling confident, but you should be. You should be feeling completely confident in this decision, in this move that you're about to make here, because this is like making the move for your future, right? Interesting. Okay, so it's like, because this energy is giving me, you know this is it. You know this is your opportunity. You know that, you know, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And with that Strength card in the reverse and the song, I feel like somebody may have said something that perhaps makes you go, oh, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe, you know, it's like, let's keep going. Okay, let me have a look in your challenge position. So in your challenge position, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is very psychic, very intuitive. So like this would indicate to me that if this is the right opportunity for you, you will know. You will just feel it. Your intuition will be screaming at you like, yes, ready, go for it, right? But she's also a really good listener. She's somebody that, you know, will listen to other people have to say, listen to how other people feel about the situation. So I feel like here, your challenge is to balance that psychic knowing and what other people are saying in this situation. Clarifying her, we have the Lovers and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So this is another person here, right? This could be a lover, could be, you know, as the song says, could be mother, father, could be just somebody that you care deeply about. Now, this talks about burdens and responsibilities, right? So perhaps somebody has said something like, oh, if you do this, then you can't do this other thing, or I need you to do this, or I need you available for me to do this. So it's like, I understand this is not the best move for you, but it is the best move for me kind of energy. And I feel like somebody might have said something that has, you know, caused a bit of a burden on you, you know, because this is like carrying too much. You're carrying the words of what someone else has spoken here. And the song's like literally called You Gotta Be. So it's like somebody's like, you gotta be doing this and you gotta be doing that. You can't be doing like going off living your dreams, pile number one. What do you think this is? You can't just go off and live your dreams and travel the world and, you know, buy a home right now, because, you know, you got to be doing all these other things. So this is how this feels to me. Wow. Okay. So let me look where you need to put your focus. Yeah. So you have Temperance. Temperance is about healing. It's taking care of yourself. It is having the perfect balance between being that Queen of Cups that does take, you know, you do have empathy for others, but you still have this side of yourself that wants to live your dreams and go after your dreams, right? Clarifying that, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is like a halt here. So whatever the path was, you had a plan, you had a dream, you had a desire, you were setting things in motion here. And then this is like too many cups, too many, this is like confusion, right? This is like somebody coming in and going, well, no, what about this thing? And what about this cup? And what about this cup? You can't just be laser focused on this thing that you want to achieve, that you want to do right now, because you got all these other cups to take care of. Like, you could do this and you could do that. It's like somebody's putting their 2 cents in, and you have to really consider what to do now, right? Because I feel like somebody's pulling on your, you know, heartstrings a little bit, or what they've said with all this cup energy is a little bit emotionally triggering for you. You know, it's like, well, what about this thing that you promised? What about, you know, it could be like something like that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at your past energy here. In your past energy, you had the Eight of Pentacles, which is great because this is like daily grind. This is like hustling, you know, doing, just consistently showing up for yourself and doing what it is that you need to do in order to achieve this dream and get exactly where it is that you need to be. Clarifying that, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so this is like, perhaps you didn't have a lot of support doing this and you were doing this on your own. You know, this is like a very, very independent energy. So like, I'm showing up for myself, I'm working hard, I'm doing all the things, and perhaps I don't have love, or I don't have that other person, or I don't have a lot of support here in what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway because I have a goal, I have a dream, I have a desire. You know, I'm getting there without somebody else's support. But this is in the past now. So this is like this lonely energy, or this energy of, well, I don't really have somebody there to help me. It seems like now you do have somebody that's there. You do have somebody that's supporting you. You do have somebody around you, and perhaps they have a different view on what you should be doing. So now you're sort of torn between, okay, well, do I choose love in this situation? Because it feels, that song's like, all I know is love will save the day. This might be what they're telling you. Like, you always choose love. You don't choose yourself. You don't choose your career. You don't choose your, you know, this could be like something like, you know, you've just had a baby and you want to go back to work and people have opinions about that, you know, like something like that, that kind of energy. So then in your strengths, we have the Lovers in the reverse. Oh yeah, because you're past there. Okay, so your Lovers in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So your strength is that you don't need another person, right? You may have another person now and you may value their opinions, but there was a period of time where you didn't have this other person, right? if you don't have this person in the future, if this person decides to, you know, separate from you or whatever and pull back their energy, then what, like, will you be happy that you didn't follow your heart, follow your intuitive guidance and live your dreams here? Or will you regret that decision later on because it doesn't necessarily align with somebody that you care deeply about? Because here's your pinnacle. You're ready to invest. Again, she's like, okay, I'm ready to put my pinnacle in. And this is like stabbed in the back, shut down, and ending. So it's like somebody's come in, put their 2 cents in here. Or, you know, somebody that you care about is like, shut it down. Somebody shut it down. Like, no, that's not what we're going to do. That's not even a, you know, it's not where you should be putting your energy. This is what it feels like somebody is saying to you. So we have the Hanged Man. So this is in your near future. So you've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Now the Hanged Man in the reverse to me talks about sacrificing something, you know, making a sacrifice, putting things on hold for something else, right? Clarifying that, we have the Sun energy and the 2 of Cups in the reverse. So this is like, this is such the Sun energy is the most beautiful energy in the deck. It's like completely vibing, just feeling like you have so much passion, desire, energy, and it's fun and it's playful and it's, you know, and then you've got this 2 of Cups here in the reverse, which is like, you know, a disconnect between you and another person. So it's like, are you sacrificing your complete ultimate happiness here for another person? You know, this could be like, it could be like, I've got something's telling me for some of you, this is like having a child, right? You're ready to have a child, you're ready to make that move, and then somebody's like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea at this time, we should wait. That's valid for somebody here, okay? But this is like, they want you to make sacrifices in order to give up your dream for a period of time here. Like now is not the time. Now, you know, things are different now. So you might have had some dream, but now, like, that doesn't really align with where we're going, with who you are. You know, it's this kind of energy. So next we have, in your advice, we have the Judgment. Now, yeah, in your advice, you should be able to make your own judgments here, right? You know what your soul is calling you to do. You know when something is for you. You just know. It lights you up. Even thinking about it gets you excited, gets you all up into that Sun energy here. Now, clarifying that, we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, so this is like somebody's telling you not to invest here, right? So you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, I know that this is where I'm called to go. I know this is what's lighting my soul up. But then somebody else is like, you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be doing that. You can't be just like off living your best life, living your dreams and sacrificing, you know, other people around you, and what you do affects other people, right? Now, with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is giving me like a feeling of like, they're saying like falsehoods, like whatever you're being told here is false. It's not true. Some people will say that you can't have your cake and eat it too, but sometimes you can. Sometimes you can have it all. Sometimes you can do everything. But this is an energy of not investing, right? This is like, oh, I've put so much energy and focus here, and this is like something that's slowly building. But when this comes out in the reverse, this is like reassessing, oh, perhaps I shouldn't invest here. Perhaps I should just give up on this thing. I don't want you to do that, pile number 1, because I can see how much happiness and how much hustle that, you know, this is the dream. This is the desire here, right? Okay, so in your environment, you have the Page of Cups. So this is a very sweet energy. This is the energy of pile number 1. I only want what's best for you, right? Of course I want the best thing for you. I just wouldn't want you. This is a very innocent energy. So whoever is coming through, making these statements, doing these things, they're not doing it in a harsh way. They're like, I want what's best for you. I wouldn't want you to end up in a situation where, you know, things fall apart. You know, I feel like I'm always here for you. I'm the person that's loving and supporting you. This is a very, very docile energy, right? Clarifying that, we have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. Now, this energy is concerning me. So this can be like a little bit narcissistic energy, right? So it might be that they're coming across very sweetly here. This is being very tricky with words. So this is the kind of person that if you're in a conflict with this person, you might say, you make me feel some type of way here, and you're expressing your feelings to them, and they turn around and say, well, okay, I understand what you're saying, but what about all these times when you did this, and that they're not receiving what you're saying? They are gaslighting, right? This is a very gaslighting energy, although it's coming across as very sweet. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, pile number one. Isn't love enough? This is the kind of energy that they're coming forth in, but really they're being a little bit strategic in what they're saying to you. It feels to me that they are playing on your emotions here and not necessarily fighting fair in this situation or what they're saying. Just be careful with this energy, because a King of Swords in reverse might come across very sweetly in the beginning with this Page of Cups energy. You know, I want to work things out with you. I want to be there for you. All I want to do is support you in this situation. But then if you become a little bit headstrong and say, well, I'm doing it anyway, they do have the potential to just turn, right, and be a little bit confrontational and unkind in a situation, okay? But to me, that is somebody who manipulates with words. They're manipulating to try and put you into a sense of, oh, you know, the King of Swords is right. Like, I feel like I've made the wrong decision here, or I perhaps shouldn't invest here. Yeah, but I feel like with that Page of Cups energy, they're playing on your emotions here. Like, they know that if they pull some sort of emotional card, that you will sort of cave, you know, in a sense here. So let's have a look at your hopes and fears. So the Magician in the reverse is in your hopes and fears. So this is about manifestation, right? This is when this comes out into the reverse. This is like, oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to manifest everything that I want here. Maybe I'm going to have to make some sort of sacrifice for somebody here. Now you have the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. So whatever this is like, I don't want to return to how I was before, because this is going to cause me pain. This is going to cause me, you know, heartache. Now this is quite a painful energy here, but the Six of Swords, when it's in the reverse, is like returning to a previous energy. You don't want to be in that energy. You're ready to start fresh. You're ready to invest in this new thing. You don't want to return to how things were here. You don't want to be in this stuck energy where you can't manifest anything, because your opportunity is here. It's here now, and it's knocking. And if you don't answer the call, you're going to miss out. Okay. All right. So let's have a look in your potential outcome. So in your potential outcome, we have the Five of Swords here. Now, this is about conflict, but it talks about mental conflict as well. And here, we have this here with this, we have the Five of Swords here as well with this Page of Cups. So this is like somebody's planting this seed. Like, somebody's causing conflict in your mind. Like this other person has planted this seed where it's like, now this exists, right? In your potential outcomes. King of Swords in reverse may be right. Like, you know, maybe I should just give up on this thing. Clarifying that, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles, right? So this is, the Four of Swords in reverse is about, you know, he's laying down here. He's resting. He's not jumping up and taking this opportunity. He's resting on this opportunity, right? When this comes out in the reverse, this to me signifies being sort of forced into this decision. Like, this is not your decision. It's like, you don't really have any control over this situation. So this kind of energy comes out when you're not listening to the universe, and and you're feeling like there's like, you need to slow down, or you're burning out or whatever, and then the universe steps in and makes you sick, and then it's like, okay, well, I wasn't listening, now I'm forced to take a rest. But it feels like something outside of you has you forced to take a rest here, forced to sleep on this opportunity. You kind of feel like you're between like a rock and a hard place here, because you don't want to upset anybody. You're listening to others' opinions, and here you've got your Four of Pentacles, which is here. This is like the money that you've saved, the money that you've got sitting there, right? This is he's holding tightly onto his Pentacles. So this would be like money in the bank kind of thing, right? Whereas here, in what you want, what you desire, you're ready to spend, you're ready to invest, you're ready to share those Pentacles, you're ready to, and here it's like, okay, I'm just going to hold on tightly to these Pentacles until the time is right. Perhaps, you know, this other person is correct in what that they're saying. So what I want to say to you, pile number one, is don't sleep on your dreams. Okay, you can take on other people's opinions, other people's energy, and it can derail you. And I feel like this is a great opportunity, and I feel like you know that, because it's like you've been waiting a long time for this. You've been waiting to be in a position where you can make this move, where you can, you know, because this could be like traveling to the other side of the world. It could be like, you know, starting a course. It could be investing in something, and somebody else is like, oh, I don't know if that's good for you right now. I don't know if that's the right time. What about us? What about, you know, the kids? What about whatever? Like, this is how this feels. So good luck with this energy, pile number one. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number twos. Welcome to your energy check-in. So the song that I got for you was called Matrix by Emily Milley, and it's about being lost in the Matrix and just doing the same thing day in and day out and dreaming bigger and wanting more. And I will have the song linked in the description box. If you want to click on the link and have a bit of a listen, I advise you to do that, right? Okay. So I'm doing a Celtic cross spread today, and I've already got the cards out in front of me, so let's dig in. So your overall energy currently is the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. So this is great because, as you can see here, she is bound, she's restricted, she can't see anything as far as like the matrix goes. You know, she can't see anything outside of the matrix. She can only see that she shows up every day, does the same thing, right? But with this in the reverse position, this would indicate to me that these restrictions that have been placed on you are gone, right? They've released any restrictions. You're not restricted at all in what you can do, where you can go, right? Let me see what's clarifying that. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse position. Okay, so when this King of Pentacles is coming out in the reverse position, this is indicating to me that perhaps you're not where you'd like to be financially. Perhaps you feel like you can't invest in what it is that you want to invest in because, you know, you don't have the funds or the money. But then you also have the King of Wands here coming out in the upright position, which would indicate to me you've got the passion, you've got the drive, you've got the desire, you've got the charisma to do absolutely anything. This is a very leadership energy. So, you know, if some opportunity was to come up for you, you could absolutely just grab life by the balls and take it. But here it's like, oh yeah, but you know, I'm not really at the place in my life where I can do that right now. There's some sort of financial restrictions on you, or you're feeling like financially it might not be the best decision, or you're not necessarily at the top of your game, and this might be where these restrictions come in. You feel like financially you're restricted, but that's like, this is indicating to me that your passion, your drive, your desire, your ability to get shit done, to go after what it is that you want is enough. You know, sometimes you just got to make that first move, pile number two. So let's have a look at your challenge. So, yeah, well, I'm not surprised. So we have the King of Wands again. So the King of Wands, although you're here upright in the King of Wands energy, you are a leader, you are capable, you can do all the things, you do have all that excess energy. You are somebody that, you know, can grab life by the balls. Your challenge is recognizing that, understanding that, knowing like what your skills are here, what your strengths are in this situation. It's like you can't see it. Other people see this in you, but you can't see it. Clarifying that, we have, yeah, well, exactly. You can't see it. Here you are with the Two of Swords in the reverse, and you're blindfolded, right? You can't see this about yourself. So your challenge here is recognizing that. Here we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool is ready to take a leap into something new, ready to start something, ready to jump at any opportunity. Just, you know, jump right in and think about the consequences, the financial side of things later, right? This is coming out in the reverse. So it's like you're hesitant because you can't see this King of Wands energy. You can't see this in yourself, although other people see this in you. you're just like, oh yeah, I don't know about that. Like, maybe now's not the time. I need to get this in order. I need to get that in order before I do this thing, before I go after this dream, whatever this is, right? You're almost consumed by the matrix here of what people tell you you're capable of, right? So let's have a look. So where you need to put your focus. So the High Priestess. So the High Priestess talks about our intuition, about our inner knowing. It's going within. And I feel like somewhere down deep inside, you do know this. You do know that, you know, what you see around you and everybody driving nice cars and, you know, how people portray themselves on social media. It's not real. It's the matrix. It's the illusion, you know, and this is like seeing beneath the illusion and knowing that you can do everything that these people are doing. These people are probably maxed out in debt. You know, when you see people on your Instagram, that's not who they really are. That's the image that they are projecting to the world. This is seeing beneath that, seeing under the illusions here. You know that that's not truth. You know what the truth is here. So clarifying that, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, which is, yeah, illusions, not truth, right? What I just said, okay? It's like people are projecting illusions at you and you're going, yeah, well, you know, when I get to their status, when I get to this, when I get to that, I can do all the things. Or when I, you know, achieve this goal like this person has, I can't just start from nowhere. And you absolutely can, right? Also, we have the Two of Wands here, yeah, which is about planning. That was, yeah, I probably should have flipped them over before I said that. So it's like, yeah, I need to have this, I need to have that, I need to have this before I can start making plans, making moves. And I would say to you, absolutely not. Start making plans now. Okay, let's have a look at your past energy, exiting energy here. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so at one time you were very psychic, you were very tapped into your intuition, you were very go with the flow, but it's like something's knocked your confidence here, and I feel like it's a financial situation or something financial, right? Four of Cups, clarifying that in the reverse. Okay, so this is not being in, okay, hang on. And the Three of Pentacles. So this is like somebody, so in the past, somebody's offered you a cup. Somebody's offered to collaborate with you here, and you're like, nah, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy here. So it could be that just recently you've had some sort of opportunity. Could have been a cup, could have been somebody offering to help you, could have been a pentacle, right? So if you are struggling financially, somebody might have said, hey, I can help you with that, you know, I can help you get back on track, and you're like, no, like, it's fine, I don't need your help here. Like, or this could have been like somebody who is interested in what you have to offer, and you've rejected the offer here. You're like, oh, nah, that's cool, I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna wait for a better opportunity or wait for my time. Okay, it feels like something, there's certainly an offer that's been made to you in the recent past, okay? And it's like, oh no, maybe that's not right for me or whatever. Okay, interesting. Okay, so in the Strength energy, we have the Emperor in reverse is your strength. Okay, wow. So the Emperor in reverse is a little bit of a controlling energy, right? It's a little bit of a dictating energy when you are wanting to control something too much. You too much want to control something, okay? Here we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about you're diligent, you're ready to put in the hard work into what this is that you want, right? And then you have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is about something's happened in the past here, and you're replaying this in your mind, or you're not able to move on from it, or something didn't go right. So you're like, oh no, I'm going to wait for the perfect opportunity. I'm not investing here. So whatever people are offering you, you're like, oh, I understand that you're offering me this, but that's not what I want. This is, you know, it's like you're very much trying to control exactly what that looks like. So this is like putting your manifestation out there into the universe, saying, I need X amount of money, right? And you're like, I need to win lotto. So then the universe comes in and they're like, here's this job opportunity for you. You will have to start at the ground. You will have to work your way up. But this is a great opportunity. And you're like, no, that's not it. I don't have time for that. I need lotto. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. So it's like you want to control exactly what this looks like. You want to control exactly, it's like, it's very control freak energy. I'm not going to lie, pile number 2. This is like your ability or your need to be in control is actually what's restricting you here, because you can control and take the lead of an opportunity and just make the best of it, make the most of it, even though it might not necessarily feel like this is the best opportunity for you at this time. It might not feel as financially stable as what it is that you want here. So let's have a look at your near future. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is opportunity. This is the universe stepping in, giving you a chance, shaking things up. This is a change, changing things around here. And this is coming out in the reverse. So this is how you're seeing this opportunity. Like, it comes in, another opportunity, and you're like, no, I don't like that. That doesn't seem aligned with me. That doesn't seem like the opportunity that I want. But it is a pentacle here. It's a pentacle here. So yeah, you would have to put some work into it. You would have to grow it. You would have to water it. You would have to, you know, but it's potential, it's opportunity. And here's you with your sword going, no, that's not it. That's not the one. I'm just going to keep waiting for the right pinnacle, right? The right opportunity. This is not what I want. It's almost like your energy's like, I'm above doing this job, or I'm above taking this opportunity, or it's, say for instance, you don't have anywhere to live and somebody offers you a home and it's in disrepair, or it's, you know, it's like, it's not the price that you want. It's like, nah, I'm waiting for something else, right? And what you're being urged to do is just make the most of the pentacles that you currently have presented to you, because you can make them better. You can invest in them. You can really like make the most of what it is that you have, rather than staying in stagnant and stuck energy because you're trying to control everything. Pile number 2. Okay, advice here. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. Don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to dismiss something here, right? You've got the Queen of Cups here. Be open to receive, right? Because this is, I don't have desire for this thing. This is not what I wanted. This is not, you know, this doesn't excite me. It doesn't get me going. Like, why would I want to be stuck doing something that doesn't excite me, right? I want you to, like, if Spirit's advising this, it would mean that you're currently in a situation where perhaps, you know, you can't afford to be so choosy, right? You, in a certain energy, you have, you know, when you have all these opportunities in front of you, you can afford to go, oh, I don't want this one and I don't want that one. But sometimes we're kind of in a situation where we need to make the best of every opportunity that's presented to us until we get into the energy of having so many things to choose from, right? So let's have a look in your environment. So in your environment, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, which to me talks about sacrifice, right? So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse again, and the Eight of Cups. So this is like, I would have to sacrifice this in order to take this opportunity. So nah, that's not it. I'm not taking it. Okay, so that's, I feel like, you know, just sometimes you can get a different perspective on things with the Hanged Man here, right? So the Hanged Man upright is where you're able to sort of turn upside down and sort of take a minute and see things. Perhaps there is potential in this opportunity, but it's like you're not in this energy right now. You're like, no, I would have to sacrifice too much. I would have to sacrifice being the, because I can see all this boss type energy. I would have to sacrifice being the boss. I would have to sacrifice being in control. I would have to sacrifice, you know, like I'd have to be working for someone else where I could be just living my own dream. But it's something to consider whether or not the skills that you would gain would help you in the future toward wherever it is that you're going. Because I feel like there's definitely opportunity there, but it's like, you're like, nah, that's not it. Or if you've been unemployed for a long time, right? You've been out of work and then somebody offers you a job like cleaning toilets and you're like, oh, no, I'm not that unemployed. You know what I mean? Like, this is what the kind of energy is here. And it's like, but it would help you get ahead to where you're in a position where you've got money coming in. You can afford to feed your family. You can afford to do all the things. Perhaps you could afford to put a little money aside to eventually invest in your own business, right? Because with this King of Wands, he runs shit, right? He's a boss. He's quite capable of doing so much, and I feel like that's where you're at in your mind, where it's like, I'm so capable of more. Why would I take this step down? Why would I take this, you know, why would I take this opportunity when I'm meant for more? Okay, which is great that you are at the level where you recognize that within yourself. But sometimes we just need to hustle for a little while and go into that hustler type, you know, go with the flow energy until the next opportunity that's even better comes along, right? Don't bite your, Don't cut your nose off to spite your face, right? Okay, so hopes and fears. So you got the Queen of Cups in the reverse here. Okay, let me see what's clarifying that. So this is, okay, so your fear is that somebody's taking advantage of you in a situation. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to take this opportunity because you know that people either won't pay you the right amount, or they'll take advantage of your kindness here, or they want too much from you, something that you're not willing to give, or perhaps they've taken advantage of you in the past. Okay, so this could be like a previous employer, could be like a previous person that's coming in going, we want you to do this and we want you to do that, and you're like, no, because I was stuck here doing this before. I'm not going back to that. I don't have that kind of energy to give right now. The Six of Swords talks about wanting to move on to something new, something fresh, something calmer. You don't want to have to be protecting your energy, defending yourself. You don't want something that's going to be bringing you down. You want something that's going to, with this one in reverse, light you up, create that spark where you're excited to go to work, you're excited to take opportunities, you're excited to do what it is that you're doing. And this is not it. This opportunity is not it. So let's have a look at your potential outcome here. Yeah, okay, so, wow. Okay, so we've got the World in the reverse. Now the World is about, it's not achieving. It's incomplete. It's repeating a cycle. It is going backwards, right? Going back over things, right? I feel like, perhaps that's how you feel like you've done this already. So it might be like a role or something that you've done. You've completed that chapter. Now you want to move up. You want to move up in the world. You want to take the next step. And it's like you're waiting for that next step to be offered, but it's like the same previous step that's being offered here. So I feel like, in your potential outcome, the potential is that you could take on this role again, right? On this thing again. You have the Moon card coming out here, which is like your fears, right? And I feel like you have a fear of going backwards here. You have a fear because, again, we've got the World in reverse clarified by the World in reverse. You've got a fear of repeating the same cycles, of going backwards, of not moving forwards here, right? So this is in your potential outcome. But what if you removed the fear? Pile number 2, what if you removed the fear and you just took that opportunity and then started hustling to create new opportunities for yourself while in that role? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I felt was coming. So you've got the Six of Wands here. So this is achievement, success, right? But I feel like you get recognized while doing this past thing. You're being recognized for something while you're returning to or taking this lesser job, lesser pay, it's almost like you might want something that pays you a certain amount of money, but in order to do that, you have to go back a step and earn less money, and then eventually you end up in front, right? But it's like, just consider all options that are available to you right now, even though they might not look like the big shiny pinnacle that you wanted. Maybe it's a little bit dull, a little bit, taking up a lot of your time. It's not the hours that you wanted, this kind of thing, but it's like, it's the next step to get you where it is that you need to go. Thank you, pile number 2. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3s. Welcome to your energy check-in. The song that I got for you was Video by India Ari. So if you have a look in the description box, it will be linked in there so you can have a listen to the song. Just wherever your reading timestamp is, underneath it will say song. You can just click on the link. Okay, so the song goes, sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I won't. Depending on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul. I'm not the average girl from your video. I ain't built like a supermodel. I've learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be independent. Excuse my voice. I'm losing my voice, which, you know, because I talk too much. Literally talk so much all day. Anyway, okay, so yeah, self-love. Get some self-love up in there, pile number 3. Let's have a look at your cards. I'm doing a salty cross spread today, so let's get into the energy. Okay, so pile number 3, first card out is your overall energy, right? Current energy. Okay, you're in the moon energy. You're in the moon. You're all up in your feels. This can be a little bit, you know, this is where our fears, our shadow side lays. You know, it's going into the deep, dark spaces of our mind to, you know, really process things. I don't like this energy. It's okay to go there. It's not okay to stay there, right? This is, you know, feeling a bit down, perhaps a little bit depressed. You know, it's a low energy. It's the darker side, you know, when we're exploring why do we feel this way, what makes us feel this way, you know, the stuff that we don't really want other people to see. So it might be that you are currently withdrawing from people, you are not going out, you know, taking invitations and stuff because you just don't feel like being around people right now. Pile number 3, let's have a look at what's got you feeling this way. So we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's read these upright so I can explain the energy, right? 10 of Cups, this is your happily ever after. This is, you know, end game. This is people loving and supporting you. This is the family, the house, the white picket fence, the dog, the kids, you know, like all of it, right? This has taken a long time to build here, right? You put a lot of time and energy into this, and yes, it was slow growing, but you put a lot into it and you're waiting to see the harvest, right? When this comes out in the reverse, this is like, you no longer feel like this is your happily ever after. You no longer feel like this is like, because this is all about feel, right? This is the moon energy. You no longer feel like you've invested your time somewhere where it should be invested. You feel like perhaps you wasted your time. You feel like perhaps it's time that we reassess this situation and we pull back from it and then invest somewhere else, right? This is what I want to say with this energy. See, moon energy can be tricky, right? Because sometimes our minds go places that they shouldn't. Like, is this what I want to say to you? The darkness, right? When you're in the dark, when you're in the moon energy, you see shadows, and shadows can sometimes bring about illusions. So when you turn the light on, things are not necessarily like, if you think you're sitting in the dark in the moonlight, then the sun comes out, you can see so much more. You can see a different perspective, and you can see everything. When you're in the moon energy, sometimes, you know, shadows play tricks on us, you know, so sometimes this is not necessarily seen clearly, and it may be, but it's like there's something beneath the surface that you're like, I don't feel like this is it. I feel like, you know, I should be, you know, here by now, that we should have done this, that, you know, I'm wasting my time here. And sometimes we get into that headspace. Sometimes we just, you know, we all have depressive states. We all get into a funk, right? This seems like you're in a funk. Pile number 3, right? So don't let your mind play tricks on you, is what I want to say. If you're in the energy of fear, where you're like, I fear this might happen, or I fear that might happen, like, try and assess what is real, what is true, what you have evidence to support here, okay? And go from there, right? Don't create issues or problems where there isn't one yet, okay? I want to say that. Let's have a look at your challenge. Okay, so your challenge is the Chariot. So yeah, this is like, this, I love the Chariot energy, because this is like, you can achieve anything in the Chariot energy. This is like, yes, this is like, when I see the Chariot, I always hear that song, you know, all fired up, all fired up. You're all fired up. All fired up, right? Ready to take on the world, ready to move forward, ready to take on any challenge, right? This is your, like, in your challenging energy. So I know that you have this energy there, but you're not in that energy right now. Your challenge is trying to just push on, like push through these fears, these illusions, this crap that's got your mind racing, and, you know, it's weighing heavy on your heart. It's causing confusion. It's got, like, you know, push through that. Now, with this kind of energy, I did say it's depressive energy. It is, right? So if you need to speak to somebody, if you are in a space where, you know, you need support or someone to talk to, please take that advice. Don't just try and push through if you feel like you don't have the energy to do it. But your challenge here is that you need to be, you know, getting back on the horse, right? Okay, so And if taking control means taking control of your mental health and, you know, going to the GP and getting a mental health plan or whatever, that's still taking control. That's still taking a step. If it's like, and interesting, that song, it was like, what was the start? Sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Yeah, just basic self-care, right? Sometimes I comb my hair, sometimes I won't. Basic self-care, pushing yourself to get up out of bed and just have a shower, you know? Sometimes we get into that state where these things are difficult, right? Okay, so 9 of Pentacles and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so this is solo energy, right? This is, you have so much around you. So with the 9 of Pentacles, this is a very, very self-sufficient, abundant energy. But you want love. Like, where's the love? Where is the love? It's like you're feeling alone in what you're doing, but you're comfortable. You've got the resources that you need in order to go forward. And yes, you might not have had your happily ever after with somebody. Somebody might have withdrawn from you, but that doesn't change who you are. That doesn't change your ability to take the bull by the horns and just, you know, do what it is that you need to do, because you're still, like, you're not left in despair with nothing, with, you know, you're not homeless. Like, this is a comfortable position to be in financially, right? If somebody has withdrawn love from you at this time, because you've got this King of Cups here, where it's like, you know, your emotions are imbalanced right now. The King of Cups in the reverse can't balance his emotions. Sometimes he'll, like, you know, people will come to him with stuff and he drinks, or he, like, you know, uses drugs, or if you're doing things like that to try and escape some sort of emotion or situation that you don't want to face and you don't want to deal with, I would really, really keep that in check. But, like, otherwise, you're stable, you're secure, you might be doing it alone, but you are quite capable of driving this chariot into a new direction if the direction that you're going in is not working for you, right? Let's have a look at where you need to focus. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. So this is like, so this is great. You've got money. I feel like you've got resources you can spend on yourself. Like, so the 9 of Pentacles too, like, she takes care of herself, right? She goes and gets her nails done, goes and gets her lashes done. She, you know, buys herself nice clothes. She probably, you know, buys herself things that make her feel good, right? So you have the ability to do this. So I don't feel like it's a financial thing that's got you in this situation. It's definitely a situation that is dealing with the emotions, right? Do whatever it is that makes you feel good. Let me see what's clarifying that. 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So, okay, what I want to say to you here, okay, you need to focus on your work. You need to focus on your resources, okay? Because I feel like whatever's got you emotionally thrown off here has the ability to put you in a worse position if you're like, oh, I can't even be bothered going to work, or I'm going to knock off early, or I'm just not feeling it today, or if you work for yourself, maybe I'll rebook those clients. You know what I mean? This is not going to help your situation. This is because you're independent, courageous, charity. You run a shit. You are taking, like, you're in a bad position right now. You're just emotionally thrown. You're in those dark spaces and you're letting your fears guide you. But otherwise, like, if you're to strip away those emotions, you are at the top of your game, you know, when it comes to your career, your work, your resources, and hustling and being able to just do life and take control of a situation. Even if you're like a stay-home mum, you're like, you smash that. You know what I mean? Like, whatever this is, I feel like you need to shift your focus here, because this is going to start to fall away here. This is going to start to then need repair. And then you've got, you know, not just emotional things, then you have, like, problem with your resources as well, right? If you can't refocus there, right? Because I feel like whatever this is distracting you, right? Let's have a look at your past energy. Your past energy, okay, so in your past energy, you've got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. So this is like being defensive, right? And having to stick up for yourself, having to, you know, fight for something. Here you've got clarifying that the 9 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Swords. So you've given up on something. You've opted out. You've taken the easy way. This is defeat, right? You have admitted defeat in a situation, whether this be, it doesn't really tell me if it's like work, relationships. It's, so this is what's put you, you've taken a loss in a situation, or you felt like you could have kept fighting, but you just couldn't do it anymore. Like, You know what I mean? It was a strategy here. You had a strategy in order to withdraw from some sort of argument, conflict, or, I can't, like, what, this is kind of energy of, okay, whatever you say, like, you've just let them win. You've let somebody win a situation here. So that's interesting. So that's in the recent past. So now it's like, now that you're in the fears, the shadows, this could be like somebody intruding on your family, intruding on your Ten of Cups. Like, so it could be like, and you're just like, whatever, like, I'll just let them have it. I'll let them have it. And now you're like, now I don't have this thing. Now things aren't perfect. But you need to refocus your energy onto bringing your pentacles in, bringing your resources in, going to work, getting up in the morning, having a shower, booking the clients, looking after the kids, whatever it is that brings in the resources, that's where you need to be putting your focus right now. Let's have a look at your strengths. Your strength is that you do have a lot of love to give here, right? You do have support around you. There's love here. This is love. A cup of love. It's a full cup of love. So somebody might be like offering you a new cup of love. Here though, you've got it's like you're hesitant to take this offer because you don't want to be hurt. So I feel like there might have been something that happened in love here where it's like somebody might be offering you something, offering you an apology, offering you to start over again, but you're like, nah, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want to be stabbed in the back. I don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm feeling low and depressed and stuck in my fear energy, which is understandable, right? There's definitely love around you. It's like sometimes we just get ourselves so far into the darkness that we can't see where the light is. We can't see, so this might be like people coming to you going, oh, pile number 3, can I help with anything? Can I come and take the kids for you? Can I help you do this? Like, this is all offers of love. And you're just like, oh no, just, I'm fine. But are you fine? Are you fine, pile number 3? Because it's okay if you're not fine, but if you're not fine, then you need to seek help from somebody outside of yourself, right? Let's have a look at the near future. Near future, we have Knight of Cups. Beautiful. This is an offer of love, right? Somebody coming forth, which is interesting because you've got that in your strengths as well. It's like you got love all around you, right? Clarifying that, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers upright. So I feel like hang on, let me just check. Is this reconciliation type energy here? Because this is like somebody that you've had a falling out with is coming back, that you wants to reunite, wants to work things out, is coming forth with an offer here. Yeah, I feel like somebody who has upset you a bit, like, I feel like this is whatever's got you feeling sad, it's like they're coming back around, they're offering their cup to you. So it's okay. Like, I feel like it's going to be all worked out. Like, I feel like you're in the energy of, do I invest here? Or, like, you're very, very confused about where to invest your love energy in particular. And it's like, I feel like this is reconciliation. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's offering you something in the near future. If it's not this person that's caused you pain, it's a decent offer. Like, it's a long-term stable offer. Okay, let's have a look at your advice. Oh, okay, right. Oh, damn. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, this is, again, family, long-term stability, financial stability, right? This is coming out here in the reverse, which means that perhaps this offer that's coming toward you is not long-term and stable. This is not your happily ever after. This is not exactly what you wanted. So there is an offer coming through. This person, this is lover's energy. So this person does feel for you, does care for you, does have all the emotions for you, wants to help you, wants to support you, whoever this offer is, right? Somebody's coming in to help in this situation, right? Now, here you've got the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, these are both non-committal, right? Non-committal energies. With this Page of Swords here, this is like information, or, you know, I feel like if somebody doesn't want to commit to you long term, they're making that very clear, or they're communicating that. I feel like you're going to get information that's going to help you decide whether or not this person is committed to you for the long term, whether this be like a work contract, whether this be like a love thing. I feel like it's love because you're really emotional about this. Like I don't feel like it's just a work thing, right? But for some of you, it may be, if your emotions are that tied into your work. But I feel like they're going to be very clear about like, oh, this is a temporary situation. Like, I love you, I care about you, I want to be there to support you, but I don't want to have kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to build a family. I don't want to. So if it's a work situation, we love you. We love what you do for us. We are happy to have you here on a temporary basis, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be very obvious where you stand because you are going to know that this is. So if somebody is non-committal to you or you're offered a position that doesn't seem completely stable, believe them. I want to say, like, don't try and go, well, okay, we'll say it's temporary for now and we'll see where it goes. No. If somebody is telling you that they are not ready, that they are not committed, that they are not ready to leave their wife or husband, that they are not ready to jump into something, believe them. Because I feel like this is what you needed. You needed this sense of clarity, right? I feel like sometimes being completely hopeful in a situation when someone is being completely honest with you and what the situation is not helpful, right? It gets us all up in our head, and that's how we get into this moon style energy. Environment. So here, we've got people wanting to work with you, wanting to collaborate with you, loving what you bring to the table, right? These people are all working together. They're like, oh, pile 3, what do you have to say about this? We'd love to know what you think, what your situation is, right? This could be at work. This could be, that people want you and want you to contribute what it is that you know, your knowledge, your skill set, what you bring to the table. They love what you bring to the table here, right? Clarifying that, we have the Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups, in reverse. This was very similar to pile 2's reading as well. So if you get a chance, maybe have a look at that one as well. But this is like, I understand that you're interested in what I'm have to say, and you want to work with me, and you want to collaborate with me, and you want to commit to me, and you have an offer for me, whatever. But I don't want that. I don't want this offer. I want this person's offer who is non-committal. I wanted this job that's not stable, that kind of energy. All right, so I forget what the song was. Oh, okay. Yeah. I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Don't let this person's thoughts of you get you down, because people are admiring you. People are seeing what you bring to the table. People are loving you. They're supporting you. They're like, what do you need? Pile number 3. What do you need? And you're focused on that one comment, that one thing that person said that made you feel insecure. I feel like that's a word here that's really important. Insecurity. Let's have a look at your hopes and fears. 4 of Swords. Okay, so this is like healing, resting, sleeping. I feel like you just want to sleep. I really do. Like, okay. Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Swords. So you want to just, this is like, I just want to sleep. I just want to go to bed. I just want to go to sleep and heal and rest and feel all my feels until this is all over. And this is a healing energy too, right? When the 3 of Swords comes out in the reverse, this is healing, but this is like the Wheel of Fortune coming out. It represents, a churn of events. So I'm just going to sleep through this energy until it changes. I'm just going to, not work or be unemployed until I get a better offer. I just want to go to sleep until this person changes their mind, till this person comes around and says that they want to commit to me, right? That kind of energy. Let's have a look at the potential outcome. Yeah, the Hermit. So this is you. You're withdrawing. You are, trying to go within, and I see that, but don't go too far within, because it's good to go within and withdraw from people and feel all the feels, but when it feels like it's too painful or there's stuff you don't want to look at or it makes you feel unworthiness, you need to do the work, you need to do the self-care, you need to make sure you're getting up, having a shower, brushing your teeth, making yourself beautiful meals, like spoil yourself. Whatever energy you would give to, if this is a person, whatever energy you would give to this person, you need to give that to yourself, right? Now, clarifying that energy, we have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So this is restrictions, this is burdens, right? So you're withdrawing. The potential outcome is that you may withdraw to the point where you completely restrict yourself, and then you've got all these burdens. This is like, I'm not going to go to work, and so then I'm going to either fall behind and I'm going to have this extra workload, and then I can't do these other things, or I'm not like, I've got no money coming in, so I can't pay the bills. And then it's creating more. The more you sleep, the more that you withdraw, the more that you say, I can't be fucked, I'm not doing it, the more life still happens whether you're sleeping or not. Pile number 3. So whatever's happening in life is all just going to pile up, and then you're going to have a pile of bills, and you're going to have this and that, and all these extra things that you need to take care of if you're taking time off work or whatever. So yes, heal. Yes, make sure you're getting the right amount of sleep, but make sure, even if you're not going to work, so say you decide to have like a couple mental health days, right? Set your alarm, get up at normal time. Instead of getting up, going to work, take a shower, take a bubble bath, shave your legs, play some tunes, go outside, be in nature, go to the beach, get some sand, in your toes, and, just like really love yourself. Like, make your goal to love yourself, not sleep through life, okay, if you're in this energy. And please, I want to say again, if you feel like you need some outside support, please seek that. Please, go to your GP, get a mental health plan, speak to a counsellor, whatever it is that you need if you are in that energy. Because I can see some of you are just feeling a little bit low. Others of you are sort of getting to the point where it's just like, what's the point, So I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your energy check-in. So the song that I got for you was I'm Like a Bird by Nelly Furtado. And the song goes, I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. The bit of the song that I was really drawn to was the bit that goes, your faith in me brings me to tears, even after all these years. And it pains me so much to tell that you don't know me that way. So it's like you're leaving something. You're flying the net. You're out, right? I'm like a bird, I only fly away. And it's like, you have so much faith in me, but you don't know me that well. So, like, you have, this is really interesting energy. So let's get into your cards. So I'm doing a Celtic cross spread today. So your current situation or your main energy is the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower is when something collapses, something falls down, something that seemed solid is falling down around you, right? So this is chaos. But when the Tower comes out in reverse, I often read this energy as there's something happening around you, but it's not necessarily directly affecting you. Like, it's not your world falling apart. It's like, your family's world falling apart, or, something happening that's around you that has you shaken, but you're safe. You know what I mean? Like, you're safe from the falling tower, right? So let me see what's clarifying that energy first. So we have the Moon and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Moon card is an emotional card. It's like, it's got you feeling some type of way. So whatever this thing is that's happened around you, it has affected you emotionally. It's just not, physically happening to you, right? But it's upsetting you. It's caused you to go up into your feels. And with this Seven of Wands here, this is a very defensive energy. So perhaps, you have something to say about it, or you've got an opinion, or you feel like you need to defend somebody, come to somebody's aid, help here. But I don't really have any energy action cards yet, but it's like, it's got you feeling some type of weight anyway, right? So let's keep going. So your challenge here is the Sun. Now, the Sun is a beautiful energy. It's a vibrant energy. It's being optimistic about everything. It's like totally vibing. It's that energy of having like the sun on your skin and you're feeling okay, you're feeling great. And it's a really, really positive energy. This is the most positive energy in the deck, right? So your challenge is maintaining this level of optimism and positivity regardless of what's going on around you here. Clarifying that, we have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So Three of Cups here, this may be affecting, you know, your peers, a friend around you, right? This can talk about, you know, our friends. This talks about celebrations as well. So this could be something that happened at like some sort of event or celebration with the Sun card there and the Three of Cups. But this is, then you've got the Queen of Swords here, which is like discerning the truth, right? It's almost like you're trying to protect your energy here. You're trying to protect the fact that you're in great vibes right now. You've got a lot to be positive for. You've got a lot to be optimistic about. You've got a lot of great things happening to you, but it's like don't mess with my vibes. Like, you've got your sword up here, like, I don't have time, I don't have room, I don't have energy for this bullshit, okay? And with the Queen of Swords coming out, she's also the seeker of truth, so you might actually be trying to find out what actually happened here as well, right? But with all this energy, I want to say don't get too invested in somebody else's drama, right? That's how this feels. It's almost like, because she's the truth seeker, she's like, people come to her with whatever information and she knows what the truth is. So it's like, you better come at me with accurate representation of what actually happened here. Don't just fabricate a story, because I'm seeking truth and only truth here, right? So then we have where you need to put your focus, which you've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is, again, Queen of Swords, truth seeker. She's coming out in the reverse, so I want to say you need to focus on what is truth and what is filtering out the bullshit. What is worth your energy and what isn't as well. And clarifying that, we have the Devil in reverse and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, so this is a very alluring energy here with the Devil and the King of Wands. This is very somebody who is very charismatic, somebody who draws you in, somebody who, like, you want to believe this person, okay? So, like, this person is very persuasive, okay? Often very attractive, and this person is coming in saying something. You have to discern, like, look past the illusion of what they're presenting you and try and find the truth in a situation, in what's accurate and what may be a little bit fabricated here. Because with this Devil in reverse here, this person is serving their own interests by what it is that they are telling you. So they might only be telling you part of the story or part of what's gone on here, okay? Next, we have in your past energy. So we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse here. So this is your happily ever after, and there's something not quite right here. Something's not sitting right. Something's shaken here within the foundation. Clarifying that, we have the Strength card and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like people come to you to hold things together. They're coming to you for guidance. They're coming to you to sort things out. And I feel like that's what the song was saying, where it's like, your faith in me brings me to tears, but you don't know me that well. Like, if I feel like something is not right or unjust, or, you know, there's something that's not sitting right with me, I'm going to withdraw here, because this is, you know, withdrawing your energy, holding on to your energy, sort of sitting back and waiting to see where you're going to invest your time, your strength, your energy, right? Let's have a look at your strength in the situation. So your strength is the Empress. You're in great energy. You're otherwise in great energy. So because you've got the Sun and the Three of Cups representing, like, your energy and trying to maintain that energy, this is like being you know, you're in manifestation energy. Anything you touch right now turns to gold. You are quite comfortable with everything around you. This is, I'm also hearing lucky, like you've been very lucky as well. Clarifying that, we have the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. So somebody's trying, this is like a persuasive energy, right? The King of Swords in the reverse, he's very good with his words, and he will tell you things that are not necessarily true, but it's he's very manipulative in the way that he speaks and the information that he gives, right? He uses often he's like quite intelligent as well, and he can use certain things that he says to confuse you, right? So, and here, this is like, no, I'm not taking on that information. I'm refusing to make a decision about this right now because I don't have all the information, or I feel like something's not making sense here. But it's like, your crown is not knocked here. You're like, I'm still the Empress. I'm still the Queen of Swords, and I'm still the Empress. So you can't confuse me, right? I'm not being affected by what it is that's going on in your life and that's going on around you, right? You're like a bird. You'll only fly away like, oh, this doesn't really concern me. You know, this is like not my circus, not my monkeys kind of energy going on here. So in the near future, we have the devil. Now, the devil talks about temptation, and I feel like if anyone's a temptation, it's this person. This King of Wands with the devil card there. This is like very, very persuasive, alluring energy, right? This is somebody, this is like, so you may feel unshakable right now, but in the near future, someone's going to say something or someone's going to do something that is going to make you go, oh, maybe I should help out here, or maybe I should come to the party here, come to the table here. With the Empress there, it's like you're the matriarch. They sort of need you on side. It feels like they really want you on side because you attract people. People are drawn to you as the Empress. So it's like if they had you on side, then they could potentially get others on side. So perhaps their reputation has been tarnished or something like that as well. So clarifying that devil energy, we have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Cups in the reverse position talks about painful memories from the past, or it could be like, I just heard like distortion. So like distorting memories from the past, or like, so somebody's recollection of what it is that happened has been changed or distorted is what I'm receiving there. And then the Seven of Swords talks about having, in reverse, talks about having a strategy. So it's like somebody is stretching the truth, like, you know, and they say in every fib, in every lie, there's a glimmer of truth. And I feel like it started off with truth, and now things are being changed, but it's very persuasive. Whatever's happening here with this devil energy, more devil energy, it's like somebody has an ulterior motive here, and I feel like it would be easy to fall into this trap of believing this person and their story and their version of events of what exactly happened here. So with the Six of Cups there too, it might be that they're sort of tugging on your heartstrings a little bit, like, oh, you remember in the past when I had your back in this situation, and remember this happened, and, you know, I would expect that you would have my back now, or you've had my back in the past. I would expect that you're going to come to the table and defend me now, because it's like you're feeling like you want to defend this person, right? But you're not sure, you're not with that moon energy there. It's like, I don't know if this is the right thing to do. What if I defend the wrong person? What if I get tied up in something that, you know, really shakes my energy, because you are in great energy right now? Let's have a look at your advice here. The Justice card. So this is about trying to discern what is fair and balanced. Okay, this is also about the just thing will happen, will work out here. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here and the Knight of Cups. So this would indicate to me, like, this is like, you know, this is long-term stability here. So I feel like, you know, if this is like something that's going through the court system, or there's money to be awarded or something like that, I feel like that will all work out fine here. Now with this Knight of Cups here in the reverse, this is about withdrawing from somebody, withdrawing your love, withdrawing your offer, right? So I almost want to say, like, so when things happen around us and we feel like we're part of it, right? We feel like this does concern us, but sometimes things work themselves out without our input. Like, you know, sometimes we get into this, like, Captain Save-A-Ho, like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to work everything out for you, but so, you know, things work themselves out, whether we put our energy into it or not. Things happen how they're supposed to happen. Not everything is our battle to fight here. And I feel like you're recognizing that, but at the same time, somebody's trying to persuade you to get involved, to help out, to, you know, support them in some way here. Let's have a look in your environment. In your environment, we have the Eight of Swords, which talks about being restricted in a situation. So you might actually feel like, well, there's really nothing I can do here, or something's restricting you from doing so. So let's see here. We have clarifying that, the High Priestess and the Two of Wands. So the High Priestess talks about knowing. It talks about inner wisdom. Please excuse the siren if you can hear it in the background there. This is about like knowing something. And then here with the Two of Wands, this is like about making decisions. Which way do I go? Which path do I go down? So I feel like there's more to be revealed here, or there's more beneath the surface that you don't know. So you're completely restricted here in being able to make a decision about what it is that you can do, right? I feel like, because I don't necessarily, I feel like you've only got one side of the story. And, you know, they say that there's two sides to every story. And I feel like this person is very, very persuasive. It's like, why wouldn't you believe this person? You know? Yeah. Okay, let's see. In your hopes and fears. In your hopes and fears is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is passionate action, right? So you fear that you have to take drastic action here, that you have to rush in and save the day here. Then we have the King of Pentacles and the Death card here. So you feel like this person has stood by you, right? So the King of Pentacles upright is somebody who is very stable, will stand by you. It's a long-term commitment. This person, if this is like a family member, a friend, a lover, it's somebody who has been here for a long time, who has shown up for you, who is there till the end, who supports you, right? And you fear that you might make the wrong choice in this situation, which might now end this friendship, end this relationship, end this, you know, connection that you have, which is actually quite stable. So it's like a fear of making the wrong move here. So I feel like you're kind of pushed to a point where you feel like you need to act here. Let's have a look at the potential outcome. So here we have the High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles upright. So I feel like there's more information to come out here, and I feel like this is this High Priestess, right? Perhaps and this is like about intuition as well. So it's like perhaps your intuition is telling you that you shouldn't trust this person, or you shouldn't help this person, or something may go wrong here. And if you're feeling that way, trust that gut feeling, okay? So this is about the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. You could potentially lose out investing in this person. This is an energy of having, you know, serving your own best interests, right? You're in a good place. You're financially, I feel like you're able to help, or, you know, you're in a position where you could help this person, right? But I don't, like, it's like we're talking about what's morally right here. You know what I mean? Like, what aligns with you, what aligns with your values, you know? Just because this person's very persuasive and you have the ability to help does not mean that you need to help in this situation, right? And I'm really drawn to this bird. I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is, right? It's like, I don't know if my soul is with you. I don't know if my home is with you. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I don't help you in this one situation, you're not going to pull back your energy from me completely and act like I'm the villain here when this is your tower. This is your bullshit. This is your thing. Let me see if I can get any more information. What was this tower, please? What was this tower? Okay, so for some of you, yeah, I feel like some sort of forward momentum. So it does feel like whatever's happened here is unfair, right? So this person may have been judged for something harshly. They may have lost their job over something that didn't seem fair. Yeah, it's like there's been a slowdown in their energy here. I feel like for this will be very different for all of you. What else, please? What else? Yeah, so this person's like, so yeah, Five of Pentacles. So we've got this person is left out of something, needs financial help, is, you know, left out of something, abandoned in some sense. So they're really down on their luck here, this person. So it's like when you see somebody around you that's in that kind of energy, it makes sense that you would want to help, but it's like you're very flighty in this situation. You're like, oh, you know, you have to weigh up what level of commitment do you have to this person. If you can help, Do you feel like it's the right thing to do? Ask your intuition here. I feel like some of you will help because I feel like, but I feel like you're feeling like you're obligated to help, or you're doing it out of obligation, and that's never a comfortable feeling of needing to help because people are expecting you to rush in and save the day here, right? That's all I have for you, pile number 4. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.